بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين وبعد. One of the most difficult experiences in the life of Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha was when she was the victim and subject to unfounded suspicion. And it's a very long incident where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes it as ifkum mubin, an open slander. We won't get into all of the details, and we may have heard of the story before, where a group of munafiqun and hypocrites, they start to make this allegation, this suspicion against our mother Aisha radiallahu anha, that she was involved in a haram act with a sahabi named Safwan ibn Mu'attal. And when we go through the incident, it's very saddening to see that when one person begins a rumor, it spreads like wildfire. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says that, O believers, when you hear something, why does your first assumption have to be negative? Why can't you think positively about your brothers and sisters and just say this is a suspicion? And subhanAllah, some of the brothers, they often ask two things. The first one is, as human beings, it's natural to interact, to react when we see something. As human beings, a thought will come to our mind. It's nearly impossible to see something and prevent all thoughts coming from our mind to our mind. When does it become a problem to think about something? If somebody tells me something that, oh, by the way, don't do business dealings with this person, or don't go buy from this person, he's corrupt, he'll steal you, he'll cheat you. Now, I have no evidence for this, but I hear it. As a human being, it's planted in my mind. How should I react? And the answer is very simple. The way I should react is, instead of feeling towards somebody that way, I should put that thought to the side. And Ibn al-Qayyim, he explains, when does it become a problem? When a thought now starts influencing the way I feel about someone. So just to give you an example, let's say I walk inside of the masjid, and then one brother, hypothetically his name is Abdullah. Abdullah tells me that his friend Khalid, who also comes to the masjid, all hypothetical names. He says, oh, you know Khalid, he doesn't know how to pray salah. He's been a Muslim for his entire life, and whenever he comes, he doesn't pray salah, his hygiene is like this and he's that. Instead of me thinking like, oh, I know Khalid, he doesn't know how to pray salah, he doesn't worry about his hygiene. I have no basis for this. I haven't seen him, I haven't seen him pray salah, I haven't prayed next to him. That thought should not now fester in my heart. The next time I see Khalid, I'm like, yeah, look at this person, he's a jahil. He's 40 years old, 50. Instead of figuring out what happens, seeing the person pray, then going to him and correct it. There's a whole process involved. And the second thing that's also important is sometimes suspicion is permissible when I have a basis for it. I give this example. Let's say it's 12 o'clock at night and I'm parked in a Walmart and I'm trying to get to the store and I realize it's closed and I see a group of people looking very suspicious and they're coming towards my car. I'm not going to say, oh, let me have husn al-dhan and greet all of them. No, I'm going to have some suspicion, stay inside of my car until I feel there's no threat. That's how we balance everything. It's a very lengthy topic, but the crux of the matter is we should try our best to let our first and default assumption always be something positive and not something negative. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to have husn al-dhan with our brothers and sisters, and may He protect us from su'ul dhan and suspicion whenever possible.